Greetings, good evening, and may the Lord bless you. Good Lord Jesus bless all you guys and all your endeavors. I was just getting on, do a quick little, still get people email me about Baguley Hall. And one of the questions they're asking me is, have I finally gave up on trying to get it back? And that answer is no. It's something I'll never try and, never give up and never try to quit, regaining it, recovering it back. To me, it's as sacred as the Black Hills to the Lakota or Sioux people. You know what I mean? It's part of my ancestors and stuff like that. And the other people ask, what about the history? What do you think that's going to be brought up? Well, I think they're going to do the basic look through, what you see through basic old histories, that Sir William had a son and two daughters, and when the son died, the two daughters became his heiresses. But I am about to release a book and hopefully be ready by early 2027 with all the research. And I have several documents, but I have just one document that blows that completely out of the water. So just to let you know. And then that's the other reason when people are coming out and they're saying William Bagley's, I'm the descendant of Sir William Bagley. Well, if you look at the documents or the histories, they say no, that line terminated. But there were several lines, and there was a few different William Bagleys. So it'll be when I release the book, that's going to be in there, and a little bit of a bio of myself and my life. You know what I mean, from being a fighter and some of my had a song in movies and had a big actor. Well, he's now passed on, Jonathan Joss. It was in my music video, who was voice of John Redcorn from King of the Hill, and Badface from Tulsa King, and the chief from Parks and Recreation. Just a terrific talent. It's now passed on. But no, I'm not gave up on Bagley Hall. And like I said, this book's going to be very revealing, and it's going to have the histories with the documents and the sources that can prove it. And it's. I think it's going to be interesting. Anybody's interested in history and stuff like that, and especially the history of Bagley Hall. But no, I'm not gave up on it and never will. I still believe the good Lord's going to deliver it in my hands. And, but all the people are very nice from the Heritage Trust of the Northwest. I've talked to them on email and things of that nature, and they all seem very, very nice. And like I said, I have so many people sending me genealogies. That's the other reason I wanted to make this post, is no genealogies you're seeing online or you're harvesting and reusing are accurate. I'm just going to be honest with you. I got the most accurate genealogy you're going to see, and like I said, most of my research, even if the old guard at the College of Arms, they admit it, I at least could prove that much, that really had a good case in that area, of the stuff I mentioned earlier about documents proving that the male line were continued to carry, to bear the arms of Bagley's long past, over 50 years past the deaths of Sir William's daughters. And there was more than just one son of William, and there was more than just one William. So it's a big sorting out. And I think I've done the best job in that area of sorting out the Williams and the different sons and the different Williams. You got Williams back all the way to 12th, to the early 13th century, like in 1260, and then you got one in 1290. He was director of Stockport, or director of St. Michael's, in 1290, and then you had him. He was one. It was the mayor. The same one. It was the mayor of Stockport, and then you had different Williams that were mayor of Stockports, all the way up into I think the last one in 1590, and you had one in 1290, and then 1370, and things of that nature. And these men were still all bearing the Bagley coat of arms. So it's going to be an interesting book if you like history. And of course, I don't plan on making a whole lot of money on it or nothing like that. Trust me, if I break even and get the knowledge out and encourage others to dig deeper as me, like I said, I've had people going to the National Archives, digging through the original rolls, the plea rolls and recognizance rolls and all the different rolls, and translating Latin for me, and then I'd go through it, I put it together in that fashion. At one point, I had my own Latin dictionary where I was translating whatever had been typed up out of the calligraphy type form and was doing it myself. So yeah, heavy research over the years. Been doing it since I was a young man, and I'm 53 now. So, but anyways, I just want to get on and say that and say God bless and good luck with the hall. To the Heritage Trust in the Northwest. But no, I'm not gave up on it. And I'm always going to be waiting in the wings, and I'm ready. And who knows, from this book and my research, I could be coming back out in another way of trying to gain back Baguley Hall. So God bless everybody. May the Lord bless you, and have a good night.